Hi everybody, it's been a while, so I wanted to come and do a video on cultural competence, well, a series of videos on cultural competence, because it is very important that we understand different cultures as social workers, as we work with diverse groups of individuals and clients. So a lot of people may not know this, but the NASW actually has 10 standards for cultural competency in social work, and you can find this online. So I will be going off of their standards for cultural competence in social work practice. So this is not information that I made up. It's not my information. So I'm giving credit where it's due. It is you're able to find this information on the internet, or maybe in a library or wherever you can find social work literature, I guess. So like I said, there are 10 standards, and it's kind of, I guess it kind of coincides with the Code of Ethics. A lot of it is pretty much enmeshed, so become familiar with not only the Code of Ethics, but also the standards for cultural competency. All right, so I'm going to list off the 10 standards in this video, and I'll talk about the first one in this video, and then I'll try to combine the rest of them with a series of videos so they won't be so long, because I know nobody wants to see a long video, okay? So the 10 standards for cultural competence in social work are ethics and values. That's standard number 1. Standard number 2 is self-awareness. Standard number 3 is cross-cultural knowledge. Standard number 4 is cross-cultural skills. Standard number 5 is service delivery. Standard number 6 is empowerment and advocacy. Standard number 7 is diverse workforce. Standard number 8 is professional education. Standard number 9 is language diversity. And standard number 10 is cross-cultural leadership. So in this video, like I said, I'll talk about the first one, which is ethics and values, standard 1. Now, first though, we have to understand what cultural competency is. So we look at each word. You have cultural and you have competence. So culture, it deals with the ways, the norms, the beliefs, the values, the actions, the traditions of a certain group of people, or just as a group of people, or a certain group of people in a certain region with a certain purpose or from a certain background. So culture has to do with language, with colloquialisms, with how a group of people from a certain place may dress, talk, speak, act, their traditions for things like holidays or birthdays or seasons, or just anything that you can put a tradition on. It's also your belief system, your value system, what defines integrity for you, what defines character for you or for that group of people. Then you have competency. So competency is your ability to understand. It's kind of like empathy. It's like you're able to do something, you're able to relate, you understand and have knowledge of a certain thing. So and let me just look on here and see what they have. Culture is often referred to as the totality of ways being passed on from generation to generation. The term culture includes ways in which people with disabilities or people from various religious backgrounds or people who are gay, lesbian, or transgender experience the world around them. So it's how a group of people experiences the world around them through their ways, actions, beliefs, value system, that kind of thing. And then for competence, and this, again, I'm reading this from the NASW Cultural Standards, so you can look that up on the internet. Competence. The word competence is used because it implies having the capacity to function effectively within the context of culturally integrated patterns of human behavior defined by the group. Okay, so now when we talk about the standard number 1, ethics and values. Now, according to this document, it says social workers shall function in accordance with the values, ethics, and standards of the profession, recognizing how personal and professional values may conflict with or accommodate the needs of diverse clients. So, in this standard, again, it talks about values and ethics and how we have to recognize our personal values and how it might conflict with those that we serve. So, okay, as social workers, we already know that we cannot be judgmental. We have to meet the clients where they are. You really have to put aside your own moral compass and be accepting of someone else's. So, if you have an issue with people with disabilities, because I know some people that do, and I don't know why, it's ridiculous in my opinion, but you know, if you feel a certain kind of way, or you think that certain people may be faking it, because I've heard people say that, you as a social worker have to put that to the side, and it's not up to you to determine if someone's faking or not, unless that's your role in a certain position. But your personal beliefs about that has to be put to the side on the back burner. If you have an issue with people who are atheists and they don't believe in God, or if you are an atheist yourself and you have an issue with people who are Christians, or someone who practices the Islamic faith, or just whatever, those are things that we have to recognize about our own selves, and we have to make sure that they do not affect the way that we serve our clients. So that's pretty much in a nutshell for ethics and values, which is standard number 1 of cultural competence in social work practice. I don't want to read it word for word, and I'm not going to, because you're all smart social workers and you can find this information on your own, but I'm just here to give you kind of like a brief summary of each one. All right, so if you have any questions, leave them in the comment box. Please like and subscribe. Please visit my website, daytodaysocialwork.wix.com/my site. And tutoring is available again. That information is available on my website. All right, so please share this information with your colleagues and your friends, and I'll see you in the next video.